welcome back to Improv and D&D. Thank you so much for joining us for this very R-rated stream of Mork Borg, specifically of a game that I have entitled Unkind Rewind. Now, before we get into it, let's introduce y'all to our wonderful cast. Starting with Micha, who are you, and who will you be playing this evening? And I mean, if you have anything to promote, then by all means. But take it away, Micha.
Hi, my name is Micha. My pronouns are they, them. I don't really have an internet presence. I'm a humble artist and dispatcher by trade, and I'll be playing Sebastian. A gentleman would be a stretch to call him. He's calculating and opportunistic and has led a wonderful life right up until the end of the world.
Fantastic. Thank you, Micha. And next we have Spiral. Spiral, who are you? Who are you playing? And anything you have to promote?
Yeah, I'm Spiral. My pronouns are they, them. I'm hoping to be starting a Twitch channel under Lying in Spirals here shortly. I don't know how long. I'm still putting it together, but it will be coming soon. I will be playing Nekane, a down on their luck dead god's prophet who is just trying to get the hell out of here and maybe eat some bugs on the side.
Fantastic. All right. How about
Hi,
Lana?
I'm here too. I've been here the whole time. Yes, my name is Lana. If you want to see me on other stuff, I play on a house team for Improv College. They have a YouTube page. Go look up Improv College on YouTube, and my house team is called Don't Hold Us. And yeah, and go check out the improvisers who love D&D and or other tabletop RPGs group on Facebook. And my character is Sherry Bobbins, and she's like Mary Poppins, but she appeared in a summoning circle in this horrifying universe when a heretical sect of priests tried to bring something into the world to protect them from the darkness, and well, they got something.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lana. And of course, my name is Matt. I will be the GM, DM, whatever you want to call me this evening. I'm sure there will be some choice words after what I put our players through. But, of course, this is part 2. And in part 1, what we saw was our characters were thrust into this murder mansion. And they've died twice already. It seems to be this sort of time loop. And it seems that each time they do, they all feel that pain. They all feel that death, but they're given another chance. It seems like one of those Groundhog's Day type situations, but every time they come back, well, I flip a coin. I flip a coin to see if another misery befalls the world amidst this mission. Their goals on the screen are to, of course, save the revolutionaries, to take care of a human called Ripsaw, as well as to make sure that the king meets his end. And now, on their third lives so far, they have spawned into this dungeon in the basement. And they're in position right now, after Sherry Bobbins was able to get out of her cell with the help of a little rat friend, with the exchange of a few toes. Nekane able to pick the locks to get out of the cell, and in the course of this, also free a woman in the corner who expressed a desire not to be killed here, not to die here, at least not by the king's hand. And of course, Sebastian, you saw the pile of bones in the cell next to you that has been stripped of all its flesh. It's been here quite a while. And, well, with the three of you free, with one more inhabitant of this dungeon still captured, secured in a cell, we have Sebastian at the ready at the doors after y'all heard. It sounded like footsteps. It sounded like someone being dragged down here. We have Sebastian ready to light things up. We have Nekane ready to bolster this if anything goes wrong. And we have Sherry standing alongside the woman who says that maybe there's not enough time. Not enough time to free that last prisoner. So. I have someone who's having trouble hearing me on YouTube. Let me check real quick if I can. I'll adjust my microphone up a little bit.
I'm having trouble seeing outside of a little tiny space around me on the map too.
Oh, no worries. That is the darkness.
Okay. Great.
So Tim, I hope this helps. Let me know if it did, and let me know if you have trouble hearing anyone else. I'll adjust the volumes along the way. But I appreciate you. Okay, fantastic. Cool. Thank you, Tim. All right. Well, now, in this situation, y'all down there at the ready to light things up. Well, there are the sounds, and you also hear the jingling of keys. And well, I'm gonna switch over on the stream to the map so that our wonderful viewers will be able to see what we're seeing as well. But from down the hall, Sebastian, you'd be able to peek through. It might take your eyes a second to adjust, but eventually you do notice that a guard is, there's one that's holding a torch, and there's a second one that is more focused on dragging this man who is wearing a white button-up shirt, brown slacks. He looks like he's been stabbed, and you would recognize this from your first spawning in this mansion. When you were on that main floor in the party room, you would recognize him as being the man who was cut down. But at the moment, they're at the end of the hallway. Y'all are at the ready. Is there anything else you would like to do in preparation? And I'll specifically, Sherry, are you going to try to pick the lock of the...
I do have a key.
Oh, right. Are you going to open up the key to the exit, or the lock to the exit, or are you going to try to open up the lock for the the unconscious fellow.
I think, out of character, I'm just gonna say, I think he might be a rebel down here, but or maybe he's Ripsaw. But like, if we want to get it right, maybe we do that next time. You know what I mean? Like next time we respawn in the basement, maybe that's when we rescue the guy. Do we want to see what's outside? Do we want to see if this is a rebel, or do we want to see what's outside this door? Okay, she's going to make an executive decision. The children are taking too long. And she's going to say, wait, they haven't heard us yet. The people
They have not. Right now, they are focused on pulling this gentleman to this area.
As quietly as she can. Don't make any sound, she says to her parrot. And then she runs over, tries to unlock the lock as quickly as she can. And then instead of shouting to wake the guy up, she's just gonna tap him with her umbrella on the head.
Okay.
And if she can tap him on the head from outside the bars first, she will also do that.
Okay. So
figure out who he is as quickly as humanly possible.
Great. Will you roll a little presence for me?
Rolling. Okay, I gotta go to my character sheet. Bobbles. Presence. There it goes. +0.
Great.
Oh, great. 8.
Did you say 8?
Was it not? It was 8. The result was 8. Yeah.
Great. So, you go to tap the gentleman and you notice that he shifts a little bit and you just hear him groan like, Now.
Do I still have my rat friend with me?
Yes, you do.
Hey, what's his deal?
I don't know. He was next on the menu until you guys showed up with your treats.
Okay, I don't know if I'm like out of turn order at this point, but if the rat says he's a victim, then she's also gonna try to be nicer and like touch him and wake him up. Okay.
In that case, I'd say that like Sebastian, Nekane, both of you do notice Sherry maneuvering into that cell after unlocking it to deal with this gentleman. Sebastian, Nekane, what do y'all want to do?
I'm gonna hiss, hurry up.
How close are the guards now?
I'd say from the door that Sebastian is standing at, they're probably a good 30 feet away.
Okay, I'm going to, now that the cell's unlocked, I'm going to back up a little bit and ask Sherry, can I have the key so we can get out of here?
She gives it to you.
Okay. Then I'm going to take the other woman with me to unlock the door.
Okay. Unlock the door on the east side?
Yeah, the exit.
Oh. I'm gonna stop that so we don't have an echo from the background and also from the stream.
It was a little loud. It was overwhelming the voices a little bit for me.
Oh, I dig it. All right. So, at this point, hang on. I'm getting a bit of static from somewhere. I'm not sure where. Okay, no, there we go. We're good. Okay, So Nekane, you've got the lady, you've got the key. You open up that door to the east. Okay. I'm gonna open that, and I hope y'all are able to see it a little bit better. Nekane, I'm gonna shift you over there in case my lighting is a problem when I drew the walls. But you do note that there is a hall that continues down the east, as well as a passageway. You could foreseeably turn south if you wanted to, or continue forward. There is a little candle holder along with 3 candles. I'm gonna do a little measuring tool on this corner right here.
Nuh-uh, not touching those candles. I learned my lesson.
Okay.
Oh, aren't candles scary then?
So
For anyone watching, last time we took some candles off the wall, and a man with a giant lantern face was like, "You took the candles?"
yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I do have my torch, so I'm gonna go down into the hallway, and is behind me. Everyone, let's go.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna give you light then with your torch. And hopefully this will work, because I'm a struggle bus when it comes to Foundry stuff. But all right.
Writing is always the hardest part of any.
Yeah. Sebastian, you're posted up at the door. You see Nekane scrambling out towards the east. You would be able to see from your angle that there's quite a ways down. And of course, Sherry dealing with the gentleman in the cell. What would you like to do, Sebastian?
Right. I have poured a little bit of the oil on the floor, and I'm going to take a step back. I have the bottle at the ready to toss at this man with the torch. And I have my firestone at the ready also, getting ready to, once I toss that oil bottle, cause a few strikes and spark him up.
Great.
Just in case the torch doesn't work.
Excellent. Okay. So, with y'all doing that, I'm going to shift over to the guard's turn. And the guard with the torch is the one who you would note from your vantage point. You see him step forward while the other guard has his hands he's got the prisoner in like a Nelson position, where it's like the arms are underhooked around, hands on the back, whilst the guard with the torch keys out, checking each of them until he finds just the right one, begins to turn the key, and you hear the locking mechanism retract. There we go. Retract is the word I was looking for. And the door slowly starts to open. And you see a look of confusion on his face as he sees, I mean, right now where you're standing, you have a torch, right?
Hey.
Or what did you have for the lighting of?
Oh, the fire starter stone.
The fire. Okay, great. So then you're in darkness, but
Yeah.
he sees past you into the hall where Nekane is, where Nekane has a torch and one of the prisoners. And he calls out, "Oi, what are you doing?"
I let him get just that much out before he gets pelted with oil.
Great. Okay. So, in this case, I mean, I think I'm going to need you to do a little good old ranged attack here. It's not going to be a very difficult one because he is unawares. And it's not like you're trying to throw it so you penetrate. You're mainly looking to light things up.
I would just hit the... Well, I don't have a ranged weapon. Would I just use my regular attack? Or... Or is there a penalty?
In this case,
to
yeah,
it?
it'd be a presence to aim properly. Good old presence. My favorite. I think I've asked for the most
Foundry.
presence rolls.
Foundry, are we friends again?
There are a lot of presence rolls in the history.
Oh, snap. An 18. Goodness. Okay. So, you're right on the money. And, like, as he's focused on where Nekane is, you light him up. And you see, like, just the look of surprise as all of a sudden he's on fire and he's looking over at his I mean, I don't know if I should call him friend, coworker guard, but that gentleman immediately drops the prisoner, and he seems like he's about to draw his sword when it's back on his turn. Now, you've thrown fire. Sebastian, what are you gonna do?
Did he drop the keys?
Oh, definitely.
I'm going to try and grab them.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna need you to do a little agility to avoid getting lit up yourself.
10, right? Yeah,
Okay.
10.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of like that feeling of touching a hot stove for just a second. You can feel just the heat on your fingers, just a little bit of scald, but you are able to get your hands on that set of keys. What are you going to do with them?
Run as far as I can.
Great.
Scream, son of a bitch. How far can I run?
I mean, I'd say with having done what you've done, you'd be able to catch up to where Sherry is.
Zoom.
All right, now I'm going to go over to Sherry real quick. And Sherry, as your, what are you doing to try to rouse this unconscious, semi-conscious gentleman?
I really wanted to say this for when I murder someone. But she's going to say, stay away. Don't close your eyes. Stay away. Don't fall asleep. And then she's just gonna like try to gently like pull his hair out of his face and try to pleasantly like, I just opened your door to yourself. You should get out of here.
All right. In this case, I'm going to roll a little reaction roll. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with Mork Borg, whenever you meet a creature whose reaction is uncertain, I roll a little 2d6. I'm going to switch over to my misery cam real quick. So my viewers will be able to see what I've rolled, hopefully. But in this case, right.
Is there anything that I also roll?
Well, initially, the reaction when you went up to him was it seemed like he had given up. But with that song, you see him look up and a little smile creeps up on his face. You do note that he does seem to not be able to see you. But the sound of your song was strong enough to rouse him. And he says, "Oh, who's there?"
If you hate the king, I might be a friend.
Ate the king? I would love to eat the king.
Okay. He doesn't hear so good. Let's get out of here. They're going to murder you.
Oh, all right.
Don't rally.
And he's gonna try to reach a hand out, like someone trying to get help.
She's gonna sort of lift him up and then give him the umbrella so that he can use it like a cane.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll just like put his hand on it and sort of indicate that he should do that.
Out of character and out of curiosity, are we going to be nice and save the other poor guy that was stabbed?
He did. Nah.
All right then. What if he's only kind of dead?
Then I made a mistake.
I was thinking about this, and we do have that ability to like go back to a point in time where things were happening. So there are some consequences to us not taking people with us, because if we want to reload a save point where we have them, that is handy.
Yeah.
But who knows? You set that guy on fire so good this time. Do we want to save?
Yeah.
I mean, we could go back. No, we could go back to this moment.
Great.
That's what I said.
Great. Keep note. Now, Sherry, you've handed your umbrella over to this gentleman. What?
I'm also holding him.
Okay. Are you guiding him slowly towards the east?
I'm guiding him. I'm just trying to use that to help prop him up.
Okay. Great. So in this case, I'm going to shift over to Nekane real quick. Nekane, where are you going to go? Are you going direct east? Are you taking that turn?
Can I peek around the corner for that turn?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to shift you. Oh, hang on. I'm going to shift you forward a little bit. And I'd say you note that the hallway seems to go farther than your torch can see very clearly. But you would note that there's just the faint glimpse of a door handle if you continued farther south and on the east wall.
Okay, so 3 things are going to happen. I'm going to tell the woman that stay close to my back so I can protect you if I can. I'm going to look for any bugs I can eat.
Roll a presence for me.
14.
Okay, 14. You would note that there is a very, very juicy looking cockroach, but it's in the path to the east.
Okay, I'm going to keep my eye on that. And then I'm going to ask Sherry, does your little rat friend know which way to go from here?
How long does that... I hate to be a rules lawyer against myself. How long does that last?
Speak with animals?
Yeah, I'm going to check my inventory because I know with the scroll...
I mean, it was somewhere whereabouts like 20 minutes, so I think you're good.
It's 4d6 rounds. Nope, that's the invisible one. My bad. Okay, we'll say it lasts forever.
Yeah, I'll give you 20 minutes. I think when I was going through it, I think that's what I remember, at least.
We'll go with that. What did you ask me? What does my rat friend know?
Which way is the way out of here?
He did say that way was, Hey, buddy! I've got another toe in here for you.
Yeah?
Okay. Which way? The east way or the other passageway, which I know about for some reason now.
Well, Nekane let you know.
She did. Which way is the way out of here? And not a bad thing.
The rat will consider for a moment and then scurry south.
We followed him.
That's the opposite way of my bug. Damn it. How far down the passageway is that bug? Because I want it.
Oh, well.
Maybe there's something else useful over there.
It's probably a good 20 feet or so. Like, I mean, if you wanted to go get the bug, I mean, you'd be able to turn back around, but you wouldn't be able to make it too much farther down that hallway.
We don't have to speed run this thing.
I'm going to go get the bug.
Okay. You go over to where the bug is, and then you note that it starts to scurry towards the wall. And then as you're getting closer and closer with your torch, you note that there's a door there. And the bug is trying to, and I'm going to shift you over on the map, trying to get into the crack beneath it. But if you want to make a little roll for me to see if you can spear it quickly enough.
We mentioned last time that there's like a place where they put people and laugh while stabbing them. The rat mentioned this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see it in here, right?
Nope.
Okay. That might be the stabby stab room.
So I'll give you a Nekane. I'll give you a choice here. Agility or strength as far as getting hold of this bug.
Oh, agility, 1000%.
Great.
What I'm imagining here is because my staff was specifically designed for me to be able to eat bugs. So it has one of those little spikes at the end that flips out with a push of a button, like how you would go stab and pick up trash. That's what I'm imagining here. So that's what I'm going to use to stab this bug.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So give me that roll. Let's see what you got.
12.
Okay. This time, maybe because there's a little bit of regret for having missed out on the cockroach on the top floor, this time you're able to predict its movements and stab where it's going instead of where it is, and you're able to get it on the tip of your cane.
Yes. Can I see Sebastian?
Yes, absolutely. Like you see Sebastian coming towards you, backlit by this guard that is on fire.
Oh, good. I'm gonna lock eyes and just stuff the cockroach in my mouth. And it's just gonna be like this orgasmic thing that I haven't eaten in forever with the most satisfying crunch. And then I'm gonna go follow the rat.
Great. So I'd say that you'd probably be able to make it back around this way. Sherry, you decided to go down the hall following the rat completely, right?
Well, she didn't decide anything. She said, Nekane, we should probably follow the rat. She suspects that the stabbing room is that room. I'm talking out of character a lot this time. I think that might be useful. Sebastian, is that okay? Is that like metagaming if I do that?
That's okay. I mean, if you do it too much, I will move on to the next turn.
Okay. I think we might... Okay, you didn't try to open the door.
No.
Okay.
I was there. One track mind. I was there just for the bug.
Okay, great. The key might open it, or maybe some of the keys that Sebastian had might open it. Cool.
I also have a lockpicking kit as well.
Sherry's priority right now is actually, she realizes that she might not need to save this man if he's not a rebel. So she's just gonna go, you can't hear very well. Do you hate the king?
Yes. Of course.
Are you a rebel?
What do you mean?
Okay. Does she have time this turn for another question?
Sure, if you don't move.
I don't... Are you actively working to end the king's reign?
I thought I was gonna die, so I guess.
Okay, sorry. She takes her umbrella back. This is not part of the job, and then she's gonna. She doesn't need to kick him, but she's just gonna take the. This was not part of the job. She takes away the umbrella. And she goes, let's go see what's behind that door. And then she's going to get over, if she can, she's going to run past Nekane, possibly take the key from her, and go to, I guess on my next turn I'm going to put it in.
Okay. You're gonna go grab the key from Nekane.
I've already done so many things in this turn.
You're good. I mean, in Nekane, are you willing to give up the key?
We will cross that bridge when we get there, but that's a hard no.
Oh snap. Okay. Sherry, I'll position you next to the door where you'd be able to, like, I'm picturing like kind of one of a walk by, attempt to grab, and then just a little bit of a power struggle between the two of you. But if you're able to convince Nekane, you'd be able to open the door up on your...
I think she would try to take it from her.
Okay.
But I'm guessing that's too many things. So I guess she's ready to try and take the key.
Sounds good to me. In that case, with that going on, Sebastian, what are you gonna do? You just saw Sherry leave this older gentleman, and you have guards bearing down upon you, though they seem more preoccupied with the fact that one of them is broiling to a crisp right now.
Being on fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my movement to at least get me and this man to the other side of the gate, and then I'm going to try and fumble and close this gate. Does it automatically lock, or do I need to use one of these keys?
Well, you close it, but it does not automatically lock.
All right, I'm going to try and lock it with one of these keys.
Okay. Hey, I need you to roll a d6 for me. The number you're trying to hit is 6.
All right, Foundry. We're X's again.
Okay. You're fumbling with the keys. The first one you try, it's not turning. Nothing's happening. It's like you just feel the resistance. I'll let you try one more time. Roll a d6. 5 and 6 will be a success.
It's fine.
Okay. You're slowly and steadily narrowing it down. But at this point, you won't be able to try another key. You could move if you wanted to give up on that. I will give you the option.
No, because they don't have another key. I need them to stay on that side and die away from me.
Okay, great. Do you mind rolling 2d6 for me for fire damage? And while that's going on, I'm gonna see, I'll see if he survives your damage first.
That was 8 damage.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't need to worry about that anymore, because it's like as he's struggling. I mean, it's like he's got his armor and everything, and it looked maybe when you set him on fire as though maybe the links, he had recently oiled them, and so with the way he was moving, it was fairly smooth. There weren't any creaks, but like all of those elements light up too, and he's like trying to take the stuff off, but it's like it's burning his fingers, and you just smell the smell of burnt flesh as he's screaming until that stops, and you hear a thud onto the ground. All three of you would hear a shing as the other guard has drawn his sword and is going to make his way. I'd say he's probably about 10 feet away from the door that you're trying desperately to lock right now, Sebastian. Okay. He has left the stabbed gentleman back there, though. Next to the crispy
smoldering
body.
remains.
All right. So at this point, we have a little tug of war going on. So, Sherry, Nekane.
It's Nakane's turn.
Both of you can talk it out if you want.
How tall is Sherry?
Oh, I just realized I have to answer that question and not the DM. Well, if you measured her with her measuring tape, it was something else that doesn't make sense. But I'll say that she's like 5'5". Is that a measurement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Nakane's about almost a foot taller, so they're just going to hold the key up in the air and say, no, we're leaving.
You're going to be stubborn. And then, well, I don't have my action, but can I take an action?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I'm going to take my umbrella and I'm going to hit her over the head.
Oh, snap. You're gonna hit them? Okay. All right. I mean, that's gonna be a strength roll. Nekane, do you have armor?
Yes.
Great.
Seven.
A 7 to hit? Okay. I mean, I guess I don't have to worry about the armor part.
Yeah, I miss.
So, Sherry, maybe it's just a matter of like, in this position, working with your teammates, you're a little bit apprehensive. And so your swing, like it taps Nekane, but not with enough force to do any damage.
She pretends that she did that on purpose. And she says, drop it.
I'm just going to stare.
Okay.
Sebastian, any input? Because I'd say you definitely hear the strike.
On that,
back and forth.
The second time that I miss a key, I just say, God damn it. And then I shoot a look over to them and I say, what the hell are you doing?
Fighting, obviously. Do you want something?
There's a dude with a sword right here.
Okay, so fix it.
You want
or
to try
ask
another?
for what you want nicely.
I think we should check.
Please.
I think we should check what's over the. Not I think. Try to be nanny-like.
No worries.
Children, we are going to figure out what's in there before we leave, and that's that.
Not much we're going to be figured out if we're fucking stabbed.
Ask nicely.
Sebastian, would you like to try another key right now?
Yes.
Because this could make this dialogue a little less tense.
True. Wait, she has another one, right? She can do 2 per turn.
Yes. He's got. I mean, right now. I mean, your success was 4, 5, 6. You got a 3, so now your success is 3, 4, 5, 6. As you're narrowing it down. You've got one more for this round.
Foundry.
Let's see what he's got.
Foundry. Fine, this is fine. I'm about to get dead.
Okay, so you keep trying the keys, and it's like, it's that terrible feeling of like if you've got a key ring and they were all labeled, but all the labels fell off, and you're trying desperately, but you know there's at this point.
He's right there. He's gonna stab me through the bars.
There's just 2 keys left for you to try, but I don't know if you have enough time. With Sebastian fumbling around with those keys, Nekane, Sherry, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm just gonna walk over with a shit-eating grin and say please, and then I'll try my own key and see if it'll lock it.
Oh, okay. The door that Sherry's trying to get into?
No, Sebastian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not above groveling. Please, close this door. I don't want to die again, babe.
All right. You go over there, Nekane. After seeing Sebastian try so many times. And you lock that door.
And I back away because I don't want to get stabbed through the bars. No.
Great. So, in this case, Nekane, you'd have moved over there. You'd be able to catch back up to where Sebastian is after locking that if you wanted to.
Yeah. I'll back away from the door too. I'm not trying to be stabbed either.
And Sherry, what would you like to do?
Oh, that's nice. They did something nice for him. And I'm going to say, now you know you can be nice. Let's be nice and open this other door.
I think that situation was misinterpreted. That was me getting to witness groveling and then us not dying. We're following the rat.
I'm going to give Nekane a little wink and then head over to the door.
To Sherry's door or?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, now I can try these without panic-inducing.
Great. On the guard's turn, you hear yelling. He's like, hey, open this door. And he's like banging against it.
I make a very rude gesture in his direction.
Can Nekane see through the door when he's saying that stuff?
Yeah. I'd say Nekane from where they are, they would have the best vantage point to see that this guard is trying desperately to open it, can't. And then he turns away from the door and starts to walk back to the west. He doesn't get very far, though. He probably gets 10 feet away.
Does he see what's happening to the stabbed person?
Ooh, from here, I'd say it's too far away. And the guy would be laying down, too. So with the guard in the way, person laying down, visibility is difficult.
Does this poor woman I'm protecting have anything to say?
She looks a little defeated. At this moment, I'll say, quick question for clarification. Sherry, when you left the gentleman, the older gentleman, did you leave him on this side of the door or on the side?
Well, I used my movement to shove him through.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
Sebastian brought him through.
Great. Thank you. Yeah, she seems a bit defeated seeing the chaos and seeing the fighting amongst y'all. To the point where she's like waiting and kind of leaning against the wall a little bit. So.
Did she, when we left, she was the one that said that she didn't think there was enough time to save the other guy?
Yes. Yes, okay. Indeed.
Cool. She don't care about him. Good to know.
We are not the heroes this world needs, but we are the heroes this world deserves.
I don't know about that either.
And y'all are out of initiative now with no present danger.
Right. I'm trying this door with every key I got.
Okay.
Actually, does it just open? Is it locked?
You haven't tried it yet.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I'm just going to try it first.
It's unlocked.
I'm just going to watch and say why. Why are we doing this? We should be leaving.
I'm so angry that I like shove it open so it slams.
Great. So yeah, you're able to shove it open, and I'm gonna slowly move you in to there. And what you note is that there's a passageway, but it is very dark in here, unless you have a light of some sort, Sebastian. It would be difficult to see anything.
I have my oil lamp, which was what my oil was for. So it should have a few hours left.
Okay,
because I
great.
haven't used it at all.
Great. Are you going to use it?
Yeah, might as well.
I will give you some light.
Unless it summons another liver stabbing beast, and then I
I'm
guess
about to stab someone's liver.
I'm gonna make your token a little bit smaller as you get in here. It's kind of cramped, but you note that you move forward and then it immediately sharp turns to the right.
interesting.
As Sebastian heads in there, what is Sherry doing?
There's nothing else here in the immediate vicinity of her.
If you continue to the east, it would simply take you to, I'm going to shift you over a little bit. There's just a dead end on the east, aside from this one door that Sebastian has headed into.
Oh, there's another door over there?
No, it's just this one door. The one that you had,
there's nothing on the wall to the east?
There's nothing on the wall.
Okay. She's gonna, as quickly as she can, she's gonna say, wow, it wasn't locked. And then she's gonna go as fast as she can.
I'm gonna say, "Hey, bug breath, you coming?"
Look me sideways. Is anyone gonna help this old guy? I've already got one that I'm protecting.
You've got 2 arms.
That's not part of the job.
I ain't doing shit for this guy.
I'm gonna march my ass back out and gather the man under his arm and drag walk him back.
During this time, Sherry's just going, I can't move because I don't have permission from this application to do it, but she just keeps going.
Oh, you're going down into the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quietly.
I'm going to reposition y'all a little bit since Sebastian got the older gentleman. Nekane, where are you going?
Following the rest of the idiots, I guess.
Great.
And then I'll ask, what is possessing us to go this way and not following the rat?
Bad party, I don't know.
We can't die.
Assuming that nothing bad is going to happen to us at the end of this, whenever this power runs out.
Great. So, Sherry, as you're slowly and steadily moving forward, could I get you to do a little presence for me?
Oh, you know what I should have done?
Oh, BT Dub, Sherry, do you have a light source of some sort?
I don't think so. Nope.
Are you continuing forward blindly? Or are you going to wait for Sebastian with his...
I can't see anything.
If I
Johnny
move
has a torch,
Sebastian
too.
a little bit, you should be able to see.
Okay.
He has a light source.
Sherry turns back and she says, I have an idea. If I become invisible and I keep going, maybe I don't need to see. I can go slowly and nothing will see me.
Not sure it works that way.
What works?
I mean, it doesn't matter if they see you or not, if they can feel you.
Yeah, but can I see like my hand in front of my face in this place? Like if I walked up to something, would I need to touch it to know that it was there?
I'd say like it's pitch black enough, but with Sebastian holding the lantern, there is some semblance. Like as long as you don't go too far away from Sebastian, then you might be able to see a little bit.
How many squares? away can I get?
With how cramped it is, and with, I mean, I'd say if you don't mind me moving you just a little bit more, there are quite a few little turns in this area. And these little turns, those are maybe the main limiting factor as far as how far you can go. Because if it were just a straight shot, like a room without walls, then you might be fine. But it's like as you move forward, you're immediately met by another turn off to the left.
I immediately take that back, but maybe that's useful later. And then I just say, can you go forward with your lamp? Just see what's in here, because if Ripsaw is in here, that's part of the job.
What do you think, Sebastian?
I just keep following the wall.
Okay. Would you like to move forward?
Ooh, where did everyone go? They like disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Sebastian, with you up front with the lantern, you immediately see that around this bend, there is a pit.
Oh, okay.
With spikes and a decomposing body in it.
Well.
But there is a landing that you could get to if you rolled high enough on agility.
How, does it look like the wall continues for another loop around this corner?
Oh, yeah. It looks like there's more goodies.
Man. You know what? How about this? I'm going to begrudgingly look to both of my companions and say, hey, if I use my staff, do you think you can help me steady myself to get across here?
I'm just going to look Sebastian dead in the eye and say, are you serious?
Sorry, I minimized the video for a second, but we should be back.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Or I'm
Why?
dead. So, what? Do you want to know what's around the corner or not?
No. We had a perfectly good way to go. And who's to say that you're not going to step on that landing and fall into the pit?
You want to go?
I wanted to go the other way.
Presence rolls from all three of you.
22.
Ooh. 22 from Nekane. Looks like...
9 from Sherry.
Oh, okay. Nekane, you hear, off in the distance, a little bit deeper in this maze, it sounds like something, honestly, it sounds like mouth noises. It sounds like something kind of smacking, and you can kind of hear, it's like the sound of someone swallowing their spit, but without having their mouth closed.
Ah, that sound.
It's like there's and it sounds like a little louder than it should be. Like maybe whatever's making that sound is maybe a little bit bigger than you, Sebastian, or Sherry.
Okay, yeah, we're leaving. I'll announce that to the group.
Oh, I'm going to knock my staff against the stone wall and shout,
Well, Nekane, did you tell them about the thing? About the mouth noises?
No, I just said that we're gonna leave.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, if you didn't say anything, then I'm just gonna roll my eyes and I guess follow back.
That came from behind us?
Nope, it comes from deeper. If you go past the pit.
Yeah, and in response to Sebastian rolling their eyes, will be like, "Do you not hear that?"
No. I'm not the one that hears bugs crawling in the wall so I can eat them.
Sherry,
Okay, fair.
If
But
it's-
still,
if Sherry now knows that there's something making sound beyond the pit, she's going to... Well, actually, I'm going to try and do this. She's going to take her parrot, and she's going to... It's up, right? There's like a landing. It's over the pit that we have to go further?
Yeah, you just have to be able to jump across past the pit.
Okay, and I can't see across it.
You can't see across it.
Okay. She's just gonna go, come here, come here, come over here.
Roll a presence for me.
Okay. Just in case whatever it is just falls in the pit. Six.
You do that, and you just hear the same sorts of, and I'd say maybe it's just a little bit louder to the point where it's very clear and obvious to Sebastian and Sherry that whatever's making those mouth noises is starting to like smack and like slurp a little bit, hearing you make that sound, Sherry.
Mm.
Nekane's gonna hiss, "Let's go," unless you want to be eaten.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back towards the door.
Oh, I have 4 torches in this respawn. I finally got my inventory straight from these notes.
Great.
I can't light it though. It's just a torch.
You can light it.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
share my
gonna-
fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it out as far as I can out over the pit to see if I can see what's on the other side.
I mean, you'd be able to see across the pit, but
Yeah.
from where you are, you don't see the thing. It just looks
I'm
like
gonna-
you'd have to go across and then turn.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna throw my torch over to see how far I can see.
Oh, okay. Great.
Just so I have more knowledge.
Sounds good. You throw your torch over and you see it bounce off the wall, and then you see you hear it land off in the distance. It looks like not only is there a turn, but it curves around to the point where like you see where your torch light is, but you don't see any shadows of anything except maybe another little cockroach as it scurries towards your flame for a second, curious about what's going on.
In Nekane, there's a cockroach on the other side of this pit.
Not being tempted.
I know you love sweets.
I think I've reached my calorie limit for the day.
I do have... No, I don't have this.
At the moment,
God damn it. Okay.
it sounds like we've got Sherry investigating with the torch at the pit, but Nekane and Sebastian are heading back towards the door.
Yep.
Okay. Sherry, what are you thinking? What you gonna do?
Well, we can always come right back to this spot. So,
Yeah. And I mean, I will say this. There's not a huge problem with y'all splitting the party either, right?
Sherry's gonna open up her umbrella and attempt to just jump over.
Oh, snap. Okay. Great. Excellent. Hang on. I'm gonna make a little light for you.
Okay.
Roll an agility for me, Sherry.
Oh, good. Sherry is not good or bad at anything.
Okay. You just need to get a 12.
That's a 2. That's not a 12.
Oh, man.
I hate how honest I am.
Hey, I gotta say, one of our viewers, a geek of one's own, just said, split the party, I want to see this go horribly, and immediately. So I'm gonna roll some damage, and I'll roll this in the foundry. You take 22 points of damage, Sherry.
Sherry dead.
Okay.
We can't have it so that the umbrella maybe is larger than the size of the pit and just.
Hey, I'll have with your umbrella. I'll have the damage for you.
No, that doesn't work either. That's okay. Sherry has a whopping 2 hit points.
Okay. So Sherry, with the umbrella, slowing your descent a little bit, you fall into the pit onto the spikes. And
you're about to die soon. She at least before she dies again, she's just gonna see if she can find anything on that guy, I guess, while she's dying. Be like, who's this guy?
On which guy? Oh, the guy in the pit
guy
too?
In the pit.
Okay. I mean, I need you to roll an agility. It's gonna be a 16 to be able to do this because you are actively being impaled by spikes.
That was a 3.
You desperately go to reach, but it's like you feel as you pull. It's like the spike. There's one spike in particular in your arm, and as you go to pull, it's like you're pulling your own flesh away from the spike, and more blood gushes out.
Sherry doesn't feel anything.
So, Sebastian and Nekane, you have 2 rounds to do what you were gonna do.
Did we hear that?
You definitely
yeah, she shouted out and was like, sorry, you're about to die soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a heads up.
I'm going to rush back in there. Oops.
Okay.
To see.
Correct.
And since I got nothing to lose anyway, I am going to try to go across this pit too.
Agility for me.
We're already screwed.
Okay. How do I go about saving this revolutionary? Do I have to, can I just get them out of the castle?
The revolutionary is the guy on the other side of the door, I think.
You'll have to,
Yeah.
Or save this person, I guess, is a better word.
If you save them, I will make it clear, but I can't tell you how you save them.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, 6, Sebastian. Yep, you are able to jump across the pit.
I'm going to wish that I could jump right back, I'm sure.
Yeah, you see that it turns off to the right. You see Sherry's oh shoot, I just made another light thing. You see Sherry's torch on the ground. While Sebastian is doing that, what is Nekane doing?
Did you leave the old man?
I'm not making him jump across with me.
I'm going to take the woman and just sprint down the other hallway.
Oh, down to where the rat was leading?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna move you a bit. I'm gonna try to make this easy to follow. But you go down that way, and you do note that there is a door to the east, and there's a door to the west, but the rat is waiting for you at the end of this hall, past these doors.
Okay, I'm follow that rat.
Okay. Now, you note that there's another door to the east, and the rat is at the end where you're going to be taking a right turn at the end, where the hall narrows again. But as you turn, you do note that the guard seems to be coming this way from down.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you think for a second how you're going to respond to that while I go back over to Sebastian. Sebastian, as you round this corner, it does wind around a bit, almost like some sadistic maze, before you reach a point where you can either turn left or turn right.
Where is the crunch and munchin coming from?
Left.
If you go the other way, maybe you find something useful. I don't know.
No part of me wants to experience extreme amounts of pain. But
Okay.
I also know that I gotta know what's up here at least so that I can carry back that knowledge.
Great.
I mean, you're about to die anyway.
Yeah.
you get there.
I'm gonna go towards the noise.
Okay, I need you to make a defense roll for me.
Oh!
Oh, really? Before she sees it? Yeah.
As you round that corner towards the noise, this mouth immediately shoots out. This enormous purple, round, worm-like thing shoots out towards you. So, oh, that's great.
I'm gonna dodge back the way I came.
Yeah.
Swoop.
Like it goes to try to chomp on you. And you note that like as you back, you're able to dodge out of the way, the mouth like latches onto the wall behind where you were standing. And then you immediately like see the edges of the mouth suction onto the wall. And then you see it's almost like it's like a vacuum trying to pull down the rest of its length, but you're fine, Sebastian.
Can I go the other way? I've satisfied my curiosity.
Great. I'm going to jump over to Nekane now. There's a guard at the end of the hall.
I have one round left, right?
This is it. Yep. This is it.
I'm going to give the woman one of my lockpicks, the key and the needle that I have, and tell her to follow that rat out of here, and then I'm going to go engage the guard.
Okay. Great. Well, I mean, I will say this. As far as like where the guard is, where the woman is, I mean, right now, all paths are leading down this hall towards the guard. So in this case, are you standing before the woman? Are you? How are you going to handle this?
Is the guard behind them or in front of them?
The guard is in front, at the far end of this hall.
Yeah, I'm going to stand in front of her while we go engage the guard, and then I'm going to spray him in the eyes with the fancy perfume that I have.
Excellent. Okay.
And to give her a chance to run away and follow the rat.
Great. In this case, I do want you to make a presence roll for your ability to aim properly into the guard's eyes.
15.
Oh, great. So the guard's moving forward, and you do note that at the far end of the hall, there's another one of those candle holders. But as he's moving forward, as he's charging forward towards y'all, he is moving in relative darkness. And as you step forward, he doesn't know what you're holding. He doesn't know what you have ready at your disposal, but you're able to spray him in the eyes, and you hear him yell out in pain. And you want the other two to get past?
Yeah, the rat and the woman. I'm going to pass her my torch as she goes and tell her to follow the rat and run.
Great.
With the other stuff I gave her.
Great. And I'm going to move you down the hall a little bit. You would note that there are another 2 doors that you pass. There's one door that you passed to get up to the guard, but there's another door that the guard passed, and then the woman with the torch sprints forward and then to the left. Just a little bit. But you do note that it seems like even though she veered off to the left, it seems like that light doesn't disappear off in the distance to the left, but it's as though you see it duck out of sight for a second, then you see it appear to the right of something blocking, and then it's almost as though the light is moving upward.
God, I hope she gets out of here. Am I dead yet? Can I kill the guard first?
Well, at this point, I need Sebastian to do something. As you've sprayed this guard, and he's struggling with this perfume in his eyes. Sebastian, you're checking the north side?
If I can, yeah. If I still have time.
Okay, there's a chest here.
Is it a mimic?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna touch it, I guess.
Why?
What else have I got to lose?
The chest is not locked. And inside, there's a scroll. It's a scroll of unmet fate.
Ooh,
which
hey.
means that when you cast this, assuming it all works out, you can cast upon a creature dead for no more than a week. They're awakened with terrible memories.
We could wake up the spike pit guy with that.
But as you read this scroll to find out what it does, as Nekane sees that light heading up after you've sprayed this guard in the face with the perfume, that is when both of you feel the spikes. As
No, they don't feel anything.
Definitely feel the spikes.
Sherry doesn't feel pain. And you said to describe how she feels.
Okay.
See how they feel. So they feel nothing.
Okay. There's a void where the pain would be. But all three of you return once again to that platform. And here is where we are going to take our 10-minute break. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see how they traverse, where they're going to go next on this next reset. Thank you for tuning in. See ya. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Improv and D&D channel where we are playing a game of Mork Borg, Unkind Rewind. And so far, our group has died again in this death loop scenario. This is their third time, and because I wanted to make it extra difficult for everyone, we do our misery rolls on a D2, so a flip of a coin. And before they spawn again, I made that flip, and now our viewers are gonna see if I got heads or tails. Now, this is my special pirate coin. So, heads is the skull and crossbones, tails is the swords. Wonderful. So, sounds like I need to roll some dice.
No.
Thanks, I hate it.
I gotta say, when it comes to misery, I'm rolling rocks. For anyone who is unfamiliar with the Mork Borg system, miseries, because it is the end of days, are rolled every so often. And whenever they're triggered, well, you get certain psalms to read from. And from those, it's up to the DM to interpret what exactly changes in these ends of days. So right now, looks like I've triggered something. So it's time for me to do a quick little roll.
These are all pretty bad. One of them is that all children become zombies, including if they're in the womb, and just start eating people.
Oh.
Oh no, what is it?
Okay. I don't think I've seen this one before, but
I'm scared.
This one, I mean, it's not the worst thing for y'all, I'd say.
I mean, before we didn't. So far, you haven't told us when it happens. You haven't told us what it is, but we experienced the effects of it.
Yeah.
Is there a way to tell the audience without telling us?
Oh, I'm showing the audience.
Oh, good. Okay, cool.
It's all
we don't know.
on the overlay, but oh snap. Okay.
Maybe I should close.
One of our viewers is rolling out. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, and hope you enjoy the rest of the VOD later. Oh snap. Okay, so with misery in place, all of y'all return to the platform after dying once again. Back on this platform with the sound of gears all around you, and of course this being, the being without eyes, with gums and teeth visible always, with a top hat on and his knees bending the opposite direction. He sees you all again and says,
"Are you okay?"
I'm gonna ask if he has any bugs.
I haven't seen a bug in years.
Cool. Thanks for nothing.
One thing that I do always have with me is it says dried food. So last time I interpreted it as toast. Can we make a cool thing for Sherry Bobbins because she has a backpack that also comes with her that I'm flavoring as her endless supply of.
I dig it.
Can I summon whatever food I want as that dried food?
I say you can try, and I would like you to make a presence roll to summon said food.
16
Great. What did you want to summon?
bugs.
What kind of bugs?
Do I see Nekane looking for bugs?
I'd say you definitely heard them ask the being for bugs.
Oh, okay. I might have some sweets. And then I guess if it's a good roll, she's got a nice juicy beetle.
Great.
I'm gonna look at it suspiciously and say, "What's the catch?"
Ooh.
It's just a present for now. Maybe we'll be friends.
Okay, I'll snatch it and stuff it in my mouth and nom it, and then say thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna lock eyes with Sebastian because every time I eat a bug, it's gonna happen.
Ever graceful, aren't you?
Always.
Great.
Jerry just looks back between them and doesn't understand what's happening.
I turn to our host and I thank him for his concern.
Of course. With your ventures, a clearer picture is opening up to me. I think if you have a spot you'd like to appear in the manor, basement, main floor, top floor, I can send you there.
Are there actually more than 3 rebels?
Are you asking him or me?
I'm asking him.
I'm not sure.
Did we meet one of our goals on that last run through?
You'll see.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I'm gonna ask the being if he can tell us anything about them. Sexes, names, descriptors.
I felt something on your last journey in. The woman felt familiar.
Too distracted by this adorable thing.
What was that? Sorry.
I said I'm too distracted by this adorable cat.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I love you, excuse me.
I try to play a heartless person and then my cat comes in and ruins it.
She's familiar. In what way?
With the information you've gathered, I feel like she's important. But I would need to hear or see more to be sure.
Before you were here, Were you there?
I don't know.
Are you Ripsaw?
I don't know.
Was anyone else familiar on the top floor or the main floor?
No.
Do you maybe know where Ripsaw is?
I don't know.
This is not helpful. Let's go.
Do we want to go to the main floor or do we want to go to the top floor?
To the main floor.
Yeah, I decided main floor.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, deciding upon the main floor. The being is going to pull that lever. And again, everything freezes as the world around you dissolves away and you appear yet again amidst the sounds of laughter, of cheering, and of course the piano playing that familiar tune.
Immediately go and get a chunk of curtain to make myself a mask, and I'm going to march right over to the piano.
Great. I'm going to swap y'all who are watching over to the map real quick. We've got Sebastian going to the curtain to make himself a mask. Whilst Sebastian is doing that, what are Nekane and Sherry doing?
I'm going to rip off another little bit of my cape to make my own mask.
Okay.
Sherry's going to go stealth mode. Does she remember? I remember the floor was squishy in some places in that darkness.
Yes.
Was that just where the carpets were?
Right.
Or was that?
Right.
Okay.
To the east, it's a fairly lush, thick red carpet.
Sherry is going to go all the way to the wall where I've just moved her.
Great.
And then she's going to start moving along the wall through the darkness.
Great.
So she can't be seen, so she can discover more stuff in the wall.
Excellent. Excellent. You do move past that harp to get to the wall. Whilst Sebastian and Nekane are making their masks, could I have Sebastian and Nekane make good old presence rolls to see how good your masks are? And I'm also going to need Sherry to do I want to say it's an agility, but I will verify.
You're checking now, or?
Yes, I'm taking a quick look. Unfortunately, my stuff is loading very slow.
That's fine. I think it's funny that we have to roll for masks every time, and I would think it would be very funny if Sherry tried the chicken way, and she rolled very high.
Yeah.
That would be a fun Nat 20 moment.
Okay. In this case, I will allow you to choose between agility or presence to sneak along that wall. Whether it's just a matter of moving quietly or sensing the moments where everyone's attention is not easily taken.
Sherry has +0 to everything, so it doesn't matter. Oh, but I rolled a 17!
Whoa! Great! Okay. Now, In this case, Nekane, what was your presence roll?
19.
19. Sebastian, your mask.
It's pretty much the same as the first time.
In this case, it's not great. And you can feel as you're moving towards the piano that one part of it is falling off your face.
It stopped walking.
Nope, I'm gonna power walk.
Would you take the path, like would you move Sebastian along the path you're taking towards the piano? And Nekane, where are you going whilst Sebastian is going there?
Sebastian's going to the piano, you said?
Yes.
Power walking.
Do I see the guy that we need to find?
The guy who was stabbed?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Awesome.
I'm gonna walk around the edges of the room and mingle a little bit, see if I can find him.
Great. And your mask is fantastic. Everything is staying up. You're good. You're gonna go mingle. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you for a presence roll. Sherry, as you're maneuvering on the outskirts, you do see, of course, those paintings again. Those paintings that you had walked by last time. Those paintings depicting the king. And every now and then the king with the queen. Sherry, what are you gonna do?
I don't recognize any. These people weren't in the dungeon. The queen wasn't in the dungeon.
You have not seen these two yet.
Or on the top floor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, how did I find the bathroom last time? Was it like a secret door or was it just a door?
You just continued along south, then to the east, and you saw a door. And you walked in, and there was the bathroom. Okay.
Sherry's gonna check out the paintings to see if there's anything around them or behind them while she makes her way along the line.
Okay. Roll a presence real quick. Okay. I'd say in your quest to see if there's anything hidden amongst the paintings, there's something that strikes you a little bit. In that the king in these paintings now is very heavily armed.
Whereas he wasn't before?
Right. He's now, in each of these, he has a sword, a dagger, a bow even off to the side. It seems as though maybe whatever's going on, even though he's posing for a painting, it's like he has to be ready.
Okay. When I said before, the first time I saw the paintings, they weren't different than what I'm seeing them now, right?
This is the difference. But you have not seen the king and the queen yet in the whole structure.
Okay. Just to clarify again, I'm so sorry. The paintings are different this time than the last time I saw them.
Yes.
Okay. And now they're ruler weapons. Okay, that's super creepy. Great. Cool.
Great.
Is the queen present more or less than before?
Same. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
she is often armed as well.
Can we see her face?
Oh, so creepy.
I'm sorry?
Can we see her face?
Yes.
Does she look familiar?
You have not seen her yet either.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's my turn.
Great. Now, Nekane, your presence whilst mingling, what was your role?
Oh, sorry. 10.
Okay. You're able to go up to someone. Would you be, like, is there a particular type of person you'd be angling towards to interact with?
No, I'm not looking to. I'm mainly looking for the person that was stabbed, so I can go talk to him. But I'm not trying to like actively talk to anybody. I'm just kind of like moseying along.
Great.
I'll maybe grab a champagne and just like look happy.
Excellent. So you walk past the. I mean, you would note, both Sebastian and Nekane would note, when the first time there were 7 people here. This time there's 5 people here.
Oh.
The drunk man is not here. And one of the people who helped carry off the one who was stabbed is not here either.
I think it might. I'm not sure if all the differences have to do with the I forget what they're called. They're not called ponies.
The miseries?
The miseries. Some of these will have to do with the miseries we keep rolling.
Now, Nekane, you are able to grab that champagne and mingle, and you don't see that man here. You do take a note of fewer people here, as well as a couple of one of the main antagonists the first time not being present. But everyone else, as you're mingling, seem like they're waiting for something. Now, Sebastian, as you're power walking to the piano, one of these partygoers, and when you see her, you immediately recognize her as the one who stabbed you with the carving fork. And she looks at you and smiles and says, "Oh, looks like your mask is falling off."
Oh, no, it's part of the effect.
Oh?
Yeah, a little bit of scandalousness.
Oh. Would you roll a presence for me?
Good try, good cover.
Oh.
I give her some bedroom eyes as I say it.
And she will like lightly touch your forearm. And are you continuing to power walk to the piano?
I'm not gonna lie, my eyes dart to her hand to make sure she's not holding any meat carving forks.
She's not. She's
good.
Not holding a meat carving fork. Just a glass that's mostly finished.
I gently tap her hand with mine and continue on.
Great. And you're able to get to the piano. Although she does follow you there. She seems, but not in a suspicious way, but more so in a want to hang out with this guy a little bit more kind of way.
I'm accidentally seducing it. It's your job.
Does Nekane see this?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's obvious. Like, I feel like a lot of the other partygoers here, I mean, with the 5, it's her, there's one other woman, 3 men. And all the men seem to be looking at this happening.
Are there any bugs?
Here, roll a presence for me. See if you can perceive it.
Don't have a snack.
11.
Okay. I'd say it's not the most preferred sort of thing, but you just see a couple tiny gnats that are kind of flittering about on a piece of fruit on one of the tables encircling the party area.
No, I'm good, but I'm gonna look at Sebastian and then like do a throat slitting motion.
I'm going to look around and give Nekane back like an oh shit, I think we fucked up look, because this is clearly not going even remotely how we thought it would go.
I don't know how you thought it would go.
I'm going to give y'all a moment to think about how you're going to deal with this while I shift over to Sherry. Sherry, and I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to move you farther south. Like you would have made this progress looking at all the paintings just so you have more movement to work with.
Right.
But where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
Well, how far does that darkness, because like there was darkness on the right side of the room, yeah, that wasn't as dark as the other side of the room?
Right. Like this area, it seems like they've specifically lit that area to keep everyone there. Whereas this area, it's sort of like out of bounds for the party goers. This is the throne area for the king and queen.
Ooh. It's the throne area.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird. But I don't see, well, I can't see shit. I'm just looking at the paintings because I can't see in front of my face. All right. Well, interesting. Okay. Sherry. Where does that boundary extend? Well, I can't see.
So here,
I don't know this.
Maneuvering through, like if you continue south, I would say you'd be able to see that it looks like there's a little bit of light through and I'm going to use my measuring tool to give you like a general idea. There's a little bit of light coming from here, a little bit of light coming from there. It seems like those two spots, it's the sort of light that you would expect to see if you were looking through a window at night with an overcast sky, just a little bit of moonlight.
Okay, Sherry's gonna walk towards the closest window, the one down right south of her.
Great.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and look out the window if it is a window.
All right, you look out there and you see immediately bushes. You see giant rocks. You see trees, as well as your eyes just in the distance, you see a little wooden bridge, as well as a small stream running beneath it. And you would also see something moving a little off in the distance beneath a tree with orange leaves.
Beyond a tree with orange leaves, where's the tree in terms of like, how is it after the bridge, before the bridge?
It is before the bridge. You wouldn't have to cross the stream to get to the orange tree.
Okay.
It looks like there's two figures moving beneath that tree.
Ooh. And I can't see, there's two fuzzy like figures that are moving.
Right. I mean, there's just a little bit of light, but since they're under the cover of the tree, the light isn't directly on them, and so it's hard to make out their faces or what they're doing.
Okay. Can she try to open them?
Yeah. And it opens very easily.
Oh, shit. Sherry, gonna climb out the... Wait. Is there like a bush right in front of the window? What's the situation directly outside of this window?
If you go out the window, you'll just land on grass. There's not much of a drop.
Okay. And does she see any danger beyond that? Does she see any snakes in the grass?
Roll a presence for me.
Okay. Why did I bring up the snakes? Why did I remind you of those snakes? 14! Hell yeah.
Great. You don't see anywhere you would be landing. Though, as far as the path up to the orange tree is concerned, you don't see any other movement. Though anything beyond that,
Okay.
you're not sure.
Cher's gonna climb out the window and start walking towards that tree.
Okay. As you climb out the window, I'm going to give you a little bit of light.
Okay.
Light up to where that is.
Okay.
And just a little bit more over here too, because you'd be able to see that. Though it's not nearly as bright as this light is making it out to be. But you are able to see up to there. And you hear, it sounds like a woman and a man, and you hear giggling.
That's coming from the tree?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And Sherry's like, the people who are laughing are not very nice. And she's just gonna tiptoe. That's my turn.
Okay.
Or
You
tiptoe
start
into it.
to tiptoe.
Oh,
And I'm going to go over to Sebastian and Nekane. So what are y'all thinking?
So I just want to confirm something real quick. If
Yes.
we hit one of our goals, that doesn't matter, right? We have to hit all three of them in one perfect run without dying.
If you've completed one,
Yeah.
I will make it known.
Right, but if say we were to like kill Ripsaw and then we died, would we have to kill him again in the next run through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Though you can say, "Oh, I'm going to skip through to the checkpoint where we've killed Ripsaw."
Oh.
If you like that path at least.
Should we go upstairs?
Yeah, I think so. Where's Sherry?
Did we see her go out the window?
no.
Oh, yeah. I'd
I
say
was
with
darkness.
with your focus and with how stealthy Sherry's agility roll was, when she slipped away, neither of you noticed. And you were very focused on also your masks, making sure. It's like you saw her slip, but you don't know where she went.
Can we retcon and say that before I did that, I told them that I was just gonna go see what I could find over there?
Sure.
Just vaguely, not being like, I'm gonna go out a window at some point.
Right.
Mhm.
I dig that.
I'm gonna stealthily investigate this.
Great. So you know she's going somewhere, investigating.
Okay. I'm gonna look around and see if I notice the open window.
Presence?
13.
You do not. It's actually quite a ways away from where you are.
We also don't all have to be. We can split the party to try and cover some ground.
Oh, and Nekane, I'm going to move you a little bit closer since you're mingling.
I'll look at Sebastian and just point up.
All right. I'm going to delicately try to disengage and head presumably towards, let's see.
There's stairs? When you say go upstairs, are there stairs?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, there's got to be stairs. I just don't know where they are. Left or right?
Left.
Left. All right.
Okay. Y'all are heading left.
Yes. In the vague direction of left.
Okay. Well, Sebastian, do you wait for Nekane to catch up before you head that direction?
I meander a little bit. I kind of like half wait for them to catch up.
Okay.
But mostly I'm just nonchalantly, as though it's totally normal for me to be doing this.
Great. Nekane, do you mind if I move you real quick up to where Sebastian is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to do a little measuring tool, just so you know. Okay. So, here, I need both of you to make a presence for me.
I figured
18.
it would be harder for all of us to remain incognito at the party.
Right. Sorry, what was your role, Nekane?
19.
Whoa, both of you got 19.
It's starting. We're sinking.
Okay. From where you are, the first thing you note is that there is a torch here. There's another torch over here. There's a chandelier over here. And you note that there is a gentleman who is hurriedly sprinting from down this way in your direction, Sebastian. And he is wearing a white button-up shirt and brown slacks. As you hear from behind you, the gentleman who initially stabbed you, Sebastian, the gentleman who had been singed a little bit by one of the fireballs that Sherry had fired off, clinks a glass and calls out, "A toast!" But with this gentleman coming towards you, Sebastian, and Nekane, his eyes are wide, and it looks like he's looking directly at both of you. What do you do?
I try to disarm him in not like physically disarm him, but be like, "Hey, friend, what's the hurry?"
Isn't this the stabby guy?
This is the guy who's been stabbed twice so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stop him.
As far as
Be
you know,
like-
at least. Well, it's like he's coming directly towards you.
Sounds like he wants a hug.
He says, Thank God you're okay.
Know us? Do I know you?
I don't know, but you need to get out of here.
What's going on?
You're dying.
Well, yeah, over and over, I get it.
I can't save you.
No, but perhaps we can save you.
Are you also dying over and over?
Every time I'm here, and I know that I keep failing. I can't save you. Please.
Wait. So you know, you're conscious and aware of the fact that we keep dying and coming back.
Yeah.
Okay, take us to the basement right now. Come on, we're going to the basement.
Okay. And he's going to turn around and lead you to the southwest. And I'm going to drag you guys a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pop back over to Sherry.
Ah,
Sherry.
I thought my thing was interesting.
Now,
Okay.
you're sneaking forward.
Sherry, okay. Sherry is she's not going to walk right towards these people.
Okay.
She's going to stealth because she needs to stay alive as long as possible.
Great. Give me that agility.
Okay. And I think she's going to move along the wall as well to the right.
Great.
Cool. Okay.
And in this case, it will definitely be an agility because there's not a lot of noise. Not a lot of conversation, patter going on.
Okay.
It's just about you being quiet.
16.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, they don't notice you at all. You're able to move forward. There's a tree right here if you would like to get there.
Sherry is moving along the wall of the palace, I guess it is.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, what does it look like from the outside?
Well, you do see that the stone walls on this side look, they look fairly well worn, though not as well worn as you would imagine in these end of times. And I'd say from where you can see, it looks like you're outside, but not out of the walls. You're in a courtyard in the center.
When we were out in a courtyard on the top floor.
Oh, on the balcony?
Okay, so the top floor, we were on a balcony?
Yes, you had stepped out of a door onto, you were on the top floor, but you would be able to see out beyond the front.
Okay, so when we were on the balcony, I saw out into a courtyard.
No, you saw just out into darkness.
Where were the snakes, though?
They were underneath you.
In the balcony?
Oh, yeah.
On the balcony?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry, there's no context for that for anyone who's watching this. All right, she's making her way along this wall, and if she sees any other windows or anything, maybe she would just look through them or just like note them, and then she's gonna hide over there by the tree.
Yeah, I'll make a couple marks. You note that there's a window here, and you would see some light coming from a little bit farther north and a little bit farther south. There is a door right here as well, next to said tree. And from here looking in, you see a spiral staircase that leads up.
Sherry is going to hiding. Okay. Wait, is that a tree or bush that I'm hiding?
It's a tree.
Okay, Sherry hiding under that tree.
Mm-hmm.
Is going to see if she can hear what the people are saying under the orange tree.
Great. At this point, it sounds like they're getting pretty hot and heavy.
Oh.
And just the little bits that they're kind of whispering and breathily saying are along the lines of, you're so much better than my husband.
Is one of these people the queen?
Roll a presence to see if you can see.
I love this. This is so much fun. Damn it, we were rolling so good for a while. Yeah, it's a 4.
You're not sure. It's hard to say.
Okay, well, she's going to keep listening and watching and saying if she can discern who these people are. And yep.
Okay. From where you are, I'm also going to tell you one more thing.
Okay.
You do note just a little bit beyond this light here that there is a person who's dressed in the sort of armor that you've seen before. You've seen this in the basement. One, like the two people that were dragging that man, and that one of which Sebastian set on fire, were wearing the same thing. But this gentleman, he looks a little crazed, and his sword is bloody.
Where is he standing inside?
I'm gonna do a little measuring tool over here.
Okay.
And it looks like he's got his eyes on the door next to you.
Okay. Wow. Cool.
So, I'm going to go back over to Sebastian and Nekane now. Now, the gentleman, whilst he's leading you to the southwest, is there anything you want to say, anything you want to do?
Yes, I'm going to introduce myself because I'm not a heathen and ask him what his name is.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Hyo. I keep coming here. I keep, even if I don't see it, and you notice he like pulls up his shirt, and you see a mark where I mean, you would recognize it, Sebastian, where you had been stabbed with the meat fork. And then he'll show his arm where Sherry had been stabbed upstairs. And then he'll show a few more marks from the spikes.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder and that's rough, buddy.
Do we also have these scars? Have we noticed on ourselves?
If you investigate, I'd say you probably see just very faint remnants, almost as though they happened years ago.
You know who the rebels are.
No. I would have thought they'd be you. You keep dying.
Oh.
Definition of a rebel.
That just gives Sebastian like a whole moment of, oh God, are we the rebels?
Yeah, Nakane's having an inner crisis about this.
Out of character, I don't think that we are, because there was that one guy just talking about how he hated the king on the top floor. He seems to have a more purposeful, rebellious nature that does not involve dying over and over again.
Yeah, but it seems like most people we talk to hate the king, because that old guy did, and so did the woman in the basement.
But he was like talking about it actively. Like I had to, like that guy in the cell, I asked him if he hate the king, and he was like, I would love to eat the king. So.
Anyway, we're continuing down to the basement.
Okay. Could I have all three of you roll a presence real quick?
7.
Okay.
We're rolling great. Together we almost make a functional human.
Oh, and what was your... Sorry if I missed... Okay. Was that a... Oh, so Sherry, could I have you make a presence as well?
Wait.
Okay. So I've got a 3 from Sebastian, a 7 from Nekane, and a 10 from Sherry.
It's a dirty 20 altogether.
Okay. Well, this gentleman leads Hyo leads Sebastian and Nekane through this set of double doors, and then you see a spiral staircase leading down.
I'm a hustle.
Guess we're going.
And Sherry, very faintly, you would note it's almost as though the piano abruptly switches songs to now. As Hyo leads you down the stairs, he says, it's so dark. And you notice that he starts going towards one of the corners with the candle holder.
I'm going to reach out and say, no, we're not going to touch that. And I'll light one of my torches.
Oh, okay. Are you going to go north or east? And east, Nekane, you have seen east before. You've seen three, I believe it's 3 doors. I'll double check that. But you see doors, as well as that turn that you made, that, of course, our rat friend led you down. You haven't been north yet from this spot.
I'll tell Sebastian that.
You want to explore it, and I'll go. Well, actually, you have a lockpick. All right. Let Yo take you. I'll go check it out.
Okay.
So are y'all splitting up, or are y'all all going north?
I'm splitting.
Fucking guess.
Splitting.
Okay, so it sounds
Shouldn't we be going to the prisoners?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go lockpick her out of there. Go get the lady, and I'll meet you back around.
Sebastian going north?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys do not know where I am right now, so if
Nope.
we want to go back, if we want to reset to this point, will we reset and know where each other are because we talked about it?
Well.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. Never mind. Cool. Do your thing.
Whilst they split off, let's go to Sherry. You have a man dressed in armor, sword bloody, coming towards the door next to where you're standing. What are you gonna do?
I'm thinking that I know where first aid kit is nearby, but he's not hurt. He just has blood on him.
Based on the way he's moving and his armor, you don't see any obvious signs of him having been stabbed or anything, but you do see his blade is bloody, and there are some parts on his uniform that are bloody, though maybe not his.
Okay. Sherry is going to keep moving south and see if she can stealthily, I guess, hide somewhere else. She's just going to keep going south, going south.
Okay.
And then hopefully get away from where the knight is and hope that he will provide a distraction from her to the maybe queen that's under the tree.
I'm going to give you a little more light.
She can watch them interact instead of interacting with them.
Great. So, yeah, you are able to slip down here a bit. Could I have you roll an agility for me for your stealth? Whoa.
19.
Yeah, you are the knight. You're able to slip. There's like a little boulder right here that you're able to position yourself where you can see as this person steps through that door, and he's going to come straight towards the giggling two. And you can see that he's readying his blade to stab. Do you do anything?
No, I just watch.
Okay. And he goes up and...
Oh, wait. He's stabbing the people there, right? He's not stabbing you.
He is stabbing the people there.
Okay.
All right. And here we go. Okay. You see him stab into the mass. this writhing duo. And you hear a yelp as one of the two falls to the ground, and you see that the gentleman has been run through. Do you want to do anything, Sherry?
While I was moving, did I maybe get a glimpse of what they looked like a little more?
Roll presence.
Okay.
Like you'd be able to see very clearly that this gentleman is not someone you've seen before. He's not the king.
20. Not 20.
Great. Yeah. Like as this guard is moving forward, as the two of them realize what's going on and the one gentleman is cut down, you see in her shocked face the visage of the queen.
Wow. Okay.
Do you want to do anything from here? I'll also tell you, with your natural 20, the guard seems frustrated with that stab, as though maybe that man was not his intended target.
I'm just gonna straight up. Oh, I don't want to get killed. I want to give them a chance to. Shit. Nice. I'm just gonna stay here for now. Yeah, and I guess I'm gonna look around me a little more. Like, is there anything around this rock? Do I see that stream? It looks like it's going into the castle. Is there like a grate there that goes down somewhere, or is it just?
Okay, I'm gonna give you some measuring things here. You would note that this stream does seem to continue to rush down beneath this manor somehow. Also, of course, you've got this window here. You've got this window here. And it looks like there's another person with that same kind of armor that is that you can see through this window that is heading towards the west.
Okay. Wow. Well, I think.
Okay. Now this is going to be a little weird. I'm going to try. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Oh, there we go. I'm going to activate the basement real quick because I need to show y'all what Nekane and Sebastian find.
Is it difficult to switch between the two?
I have never done it in Foundry, so this is a interesting experiment for me. But all right, I know Nekane has a torch. Are you using your lantern, Sebastian?
Yeah, I'll light it up.
Great. Okay. So, Nekane, are you heading towards those cells to try to get to the woman and free her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to say anything to Hio while you're maneuvering down that way?
No.
Oh, you've just met your old self. Okay. I'm scrolling.
Well, I guess I'll be nice and introduce myself.
It's nice to meet you. Finally.
So do you just literally watch us die over and over?
I don't watch, but I can feel it.
Hmm. And what's the task that you've been given? Just to save us?
I think so.
But you don't know.
It just feels right.
What else feels right?
Right now, I don't know. I keep feeling these things that I don't know when it's coming. I just know it is. And it's fine for a little bit. And I keep running through trying to find you, and I'm glad I finally did.
Good to know. All right, is that gate unlocked?
You're gonna have to try to pick it.
Okay. Is that agility or presence?
I believe I had you do agility.
14.
Great. From here, yeah, you are able to unlock this door. And again, you see the two that were sharing this dungeon area with you. The woman, as well as the unconscious gentleman.
I'm gonna turn to my guide again. I guess that's what he is, huh? Any particular feelings about either of these two? Because I don't want to save that guy if I don't have to.
I don't know who that guy is. But she seems familiar.
That word again. Okay, I'm gonna pick her lock too.
Great. Roll agility for me.
10.
Not quite enough. And I'm going to go over to Sebastian. Sebastian, as you head north, what you would note is that there is a door to the west, as well as, and I'm going to make a little bit of light down that way. A light on the corner. It's another one of those candle holders with 3 candles. And here you would note that there are 2 entrances, Well, it's like there's one gate to the left at the end of this hall, and there's one that it looks like just glass, as though you can peek in there. But you do have a door to your left as well. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna just casually walk up next to it, put my hand on the doorknob, and give it a little twist to see if it's already unlocked.
It is locked.
Shucks. I don't have any way of getting in, so I'll keep going.
I mean, if you wanted to risk the noise, you could always try to bash it down.
Yeah. Do I have anything heavy enough?
You could try to kick it. That's always a possibility.
Just imagining this man doing something like that. You know, what I lack in strength and self-preservation, I make up for in pure rage. Let's go for it. Let's try it.
Give me that strength roll. You're trying to beat a 16.
Nope.
It was a valiant effort. Nekane, from where you are, you hear a loud boom reverberate through this area.
Out here, second one too.
I'm just gonna hang my head and go, God damn it.
What are you doing, Sebastian? What is...
Try again. Now I'm focused and angry.
Okay, make the roll, and I'm gonna go back over to Sherry. This time it's like maybe it's just like when you go for that kick, your angle is off, and so your foot like slides along the door instead of connecting with it properly.
After that second one, you hear a "God damn it" echo down the hall.
Great. And I'm going to go over to Sherry. Now, Sherry, you saw that gentleman run through the man and sounded frustrated. And you saw another one, similar armor, heading towards the west through this window. What would you like to do?
Well, a lot is going on here, and I'm very interested in that because the queen is here. But we have to kill the king. We don't have to kill the queen. That's not one of our goals. I'm asking the GM.
Oh,
is it
right. It did not say
Sherry needs to
anything about
remember what
killing
her
the
goals
queen.
are.
Sorry, what was that?
I forget what our goals are. Oh, well.
Save the revolutionaries,
Let's kill the
take
queen.
care of Ripsaw, kill the king.
Okay. I think maybe that guy who's angry and stabbing people, he's the king because his wife is cheating on him with that guy under the tree. So maybe he's angry about that, and that's the king. So I am just going to keep watching a little bit, and then she might try something with a scroll, depending on what she sees.
Okay. He's gonna try to stab that woman. That'll hit. And you see her get run through as well. And she lies motionless on the ground.
What does that guy do next? Is he just like, yay, I've achieved my goal? Or is he...
Well, he begins to head north and slightly to the west. It seems like he's heading towards the party.
Oh I'm gonna go over to the queen and see if she's still like conscious, if I can get any information out of her before she dies.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean,
she walks over to the queen. she sings her song again. Stay away, don't close your eyes. And she goes, hey, where's your husband?
I know that he went to read.
To read.
And she kind of points towards the southeast.
Whoa, okay. Do you know who just murdered you?
I'm gonna roll a dice here.
Woo.
Just to see if he can
figure out what just happened.
Stay alive long enough.
Can you just imagine being like stabbed and then ask that question?
Who was that guy?
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Is there? Wait a second.
What was that?
Is there a way I could, instead of doing that, make like a medicine check to see if I can? No, never mind. People die really easily in this game, and there's no mechanic for healing someone like that. I'm good. I probably would need the health kit from the bathroom.
Right. I'm being merciful here in that I'll roll a d20, and 10 and above, I will give you one more answer.
Okay.
She dies.
No. I search her body.
Okay. Well, I mean, she's at this point with the amorous relations with the gentleman. Most of her clothes are on the ground.
Okay. Do I find any stuff in them? Same with the guy?
You might, but you'll find out next time because we have reached the end of this session. So, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Big thanks to our players for undergoing this with me, the chaos of this. And before I have each of our players go through their final goodbyes to the stream, with, of course, who you are, who you've been, and any promo things if you want people to find you. I do want to give a big thanks to, the creators of Mork Borg for creating this delightfully dark game with beautiful artwork. If you haven't seen it, you should. If you've watched all the way to this point of this stream, it means you're old enough. If you followed my rated R rating, old enough to read this book. But it is a delight. It is amazing. Thank you all viewers for watching. I'm just so blessed, especially with all the interactions. Y'all are amazing. Now, let's get into our players. We'll start with Micha, then go to Lana, and then finally Spiral. So, Micha, who are you? Who you've been? And if you want anyone to find you anywhere.
Nope, do not perceive me. My name's Micha. I played Sebastian. Thank you all so much for watching.
Awesome. Lana.
Yes, my name's Lana. I have been Sherry Robbins. Also, thanks for watching, and go check out the improvisers who love D&D and/or tabletop RPGs on Facebook, and go check out Improv College on YouTube.
Fantastic. Finally, Spiral.
I'm Spiral. I have been Nekane, your lovable local bug eater. And check out my Twitch, Lying in Spirals, for gaming streams coming soon.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank y'all so much for playing. Thank y'all so much for watching. And, well, until next time, take care, everybody.